classes. First of all, the big one of the day, Dundee hammer Rangers at Ibrox. Gilzine scores 4 goals. Oh, Rangers' first league defeat of the season, and the game that at Ibrox this afternoon was tipped to be the league decider. It began 12 minutes late, and indeed many people turned away because of a fog rumour. But those who stayed, what a result. Rangers 1, Dundee 5, and George Davison, did this game really live up to all its expectations?
Peter, the first half was tremendous stuff. Beautiful football flowing from end to end. There were ball artists like Baxter, Macmillan, and then Dundee side, Gilzine and Penman, constantly probing, pushing the ball through. An exciting football. Smith hit the post, it came back. Penman was in, he hammered the ball against Ritchie's body, and then Gilzine was right through, he must score, and I don't know how Ritchie managed, he put it over the bar. Another side, a Brand shot was kicked off the line by Cox, and another Brand shot just over the bar. At half-time, nothing each was a great score, and everybody said, what wonderful football we've seen. And then 3 minutes of the second half, Gilzine, 2 goals, and that made the whole change. Penman, Gilzine, a wonderful header, Penwell, Gilzine, a shot, and Rangers were struggling. They struggled and fought hard against a wonderful defence that Dundee have organised. Gilzine falling back, Penman falling back, continental stuff that scored goals. And then Smith got a corner. Again, Gilzine tapped it in, 3-0, an obstruction for Rangers. Brand got a header out of that. Gilzine got another one to make it 4, and then in the end, I think it was Baxter, I'm not sure, he was so disgusted, he kicked the ball across the field, and there was Penman smiling to poke it into the net to make it 5-1 for Dundee. Rangers got their first defeat, but they couldn't have been beaten by a better team, Peter.
And of course, the obvious question tonight, George, is this Dundee all set for winning this league championship?
It's the best Dundee team I've seen in years. Usually they sag somewhere in the middle. Not this team, they're fighting hard, their forwards make chances and take chances.
Yes.
Lindy, this afternoon, had hardly a difficult shot to deal with. That showed you how effectively they tied up Rangers' forward line.
And Rangers, as you say, I mean, they really were right up against it this afternoon, especially in the second stages of this second half.
In the second half, that gap in the middle, Gilzine went through 4 goals.
Yes, 4
Speaks
goals.
for itself, doesn't it?
Goals. That's the kind of thing that made Ralph Brand.
Yes, yes.
Well, there it is.
Short ball to Smith and a return pass and a long pass forward there, but Baxter's there to cut it off. Cool play, he's in a tight spot and he comes out of it very well. Cool, calm play there from Baxter. He suddenly switches the play over to the opposing wing and a dummy there from Smith. Tries to get up. Then he's covering the ball well. Rangers in the last few minutes have gained a little bit of mastery. Dundee a little bit ruffled.
It was another friend of mine.
Composed side that showed in the first 5
He
minutes.
talked about this.
Free kick.
He got one.
Long curling ball. Hamilton gets to it
You
quickly.
can hear it, I think. It's better from the wireless, but I was going to try it.
Switch. Sticking to Brand like a leech. Not allowing him out of his sight. Long forward pass to Penman. Penman's running in the clear. He has Patterson shimmying and shaking about, but he loses control, and Rangers clear up the danger simply.
Sandy.
Christie taking on 5 Dundee defenders, but losing it to Seath. Cox to Cousin getting a solid header on it, but not directing it well. Wilson moving in field, giving himself a chance for a shot, flicks it to Christie. Bouncing away, danger not there. Push it to Penman. Long crossfield pass from Wishart, trying to find Robertson, but he puts the ball out of play. Game has been fast and exciting. Scott making a long run, but once again, Cox making him go that long way around. Return headed by Davis to Scott, flicks it across, flicked away by Seath. Baxter controlling it well, opening up the game for himself. Long, hardest shot there, suddenly dipped in the last few yards, and then he watched it carefully and just dropped over the bar, and with 30 minutes played, there's still no score in this game. We got 1 minute in my watch, still remaining to play in this half.
That was a quick 15 minutes.
Penman to Robertson. Thompson taking the ball back. Through pass, cut off by Baxter. Baxter trailing it downfield. Wishart allowing him to come to him, giving his defence time to get back. A long ball, but Linney's right in the middle of his goal. Dundee, having gained the mastery there, lost the position very quickly. Good return by Baxter, but two Dundee players back checking. Wilson checked it, right time. You're out with him. It off. They raging off. Rangers aiming for a penalty. Ball forward. Smith beaten by Calder to the box. Dundee to kick off in the second half, and once again the fog just gradually drifting into this ground.
Good goals, then you've got about another 50 minutes to wait for the next one.
First half very evenly contested. Balance of play just in Rangers' favour, but the chances, the simple chances, fell to Dundee. But still the score, no score. Floodlights have been switched on, but they're not making a great deal of difference as yet. Darkness falling very slowly. Macmillan nursing that ball on a byline.
That should be a goal.
Ball goes back to Shearer. Shearer backing up his forward. Cox out to Cousin. Calder losing it to Gordon Smith, but putting a foot in there, saving the day. Cousin striding in an unmarked middle, nobody there with him. Rangers defence, cutting back. Lovely through pass here to Penman. Gilzine forward, gets there. Beautiful piece of play from the Dundee forward. All emanated from nice pick up by Alan Cousin in his own defence, and he found that no Rangers player was going to tackle him, and he kept possession until they moved forward. They clipped the ball right out to Penman, and Penman, seeing Gilzine running into Cousin's position, flicked it over. And with 1 minute in the second half played, Dundee had taken the lead. 1 goal to nothing. Very difficult for Rangers now, because Dundee have a very solid defence, and they may back check and pack up, and Rangers will have to apply great pressure to break it down. Passing it out to Wilson. Wilson taking it to Hamilton, beating him, and Hamilton making him again run the long way round, back to back. Referee indicating a weak of two Rangers, and obviously they still have that good shooting position. Baxter coming up to take it, wise to hit it low across goal. He looks to flick it up, and the tall Dundee defence get to it. A long drive there, boxes at the post, hits the referee, a throw in to Rangers. Play still raging on. Scott to Macmillan. Just outside the area, Macmillan upended by Wishart. Scott getting it up and across. Davis is out with its reach. Taking up a similar position as to when Dundee scored that goal. Coming back, trailing the ball out, taking it to the Dundee defence. Playing it for Penman. Here again, Dundee got the Rangers defence on the run. A through ball here to Gilzine. He goes in there. Line deep. Rangers have no answer to this at all. Dundee employing the two centre forward system here. Cousin, the fetcher and carrier, surveying the ball forward, and there again we found that Gilzine running through a gap in the middle, set ball in the net. Now Dundee have really stamped their mark on this game, and they now lead by 2 goals to nothing after 4 minutes in the second half. Gilzine in good position here, he gets in a shot, Richie dives and clears. Cousin is on it, back heeling it to Penman, Penman driving it in. Cousin letting it go past in a corner to Dundee. Penman takes a corner kick, gives it to Robertson. Robertson cutting in and goal. Drives it for the far post, pushed out by Ritchie. It's taken a good position the ball. Back to Penman. Penman bringing it over to Alan Cousin. Alan Cousin. Gordon Smith shoots and the ball squims over the bar. A corner again to Dundee. Smith taking his corner. In the gloom, Gilzean comes in and it's a goal. That is Gilzean's hat-trick. Rangers defence, all at 3 at the east. He's Gilzean is taking 10 yards to that ball. Flipped it first time, going at full tilt. Now, with 15 minutes remaining to play, Dundee have convincingly gone into a 3-0 lead.
I see the last 10 minutes probably.
Nice Millen. Buckled out of the play. The referee giving a free kick within the penalty area for player being obstructed. Rangers players demanding that it be a penalty kick. Rangers support a bit incensed at this award. And the players not quite 10 yards from the ball. Ball shot over, Ure stops it, Smith gets it, he gives it back to Cox. Cox losing it, ball squirming up and ahead of it. Another careless play there from the Dundee defence. And Malbrand, jumping well above the Dundee defence, headed it into the net. Rather loose play from the Dundee defence. 5 minutes remaining to play. The score is now Dundee 3, Rangers 1. Smith nursing that ball out to the right, making the Rangers defence come to him. Wasting time, plenty of time in which to play the ball away. Sign of a master craftsman that can keep possession, giving his time, plenty of time. Flicked there by Gilzean, another dummy there. Gilzean gets clear and he shoots and the ball's in the net. Brilliant play from Gilzean. A wonderful game there. Allowed the ball to run. Looked as it was going to his legs. He opened up the goal for himself, and Ritchie, even at full stretch, couldn't impede that ball's progress into the net. And with 3 minutes remaining to go, that is now Dundee 4, Rangers 1. And all 4 goals scored by Gilzean.
And just before the end of a splendid game, Andy Penman got through to make it 5-1, by the time which our cameramen, Bill Scott and Morris Allen, were really rubbing their eyes and saying to themselves, I wonder just where that ball is. Well, we brought Archie Aikman back from the early programme of Scotswood back into our second programme with 1 or 2 questions for him. Archie, I think the obvious question tonight is, in what respects were Dundee a better side today?
Well, Dundee, as a team for performance, they are strong in the 4 positions that are necessary. They have 2 excellent wing halves and 2 first-class inside forwards. And I think the cohesion between the wing halves and inside forwards is really an example for all football players. Andy Penman is covering his wing half when his wing half goes forward, and Gilzean is covering his opposite wing half wishart. I think Dundee are a well-knit side.
You saw Dundee against Thistle not so long ago, actually, and I think you said that they were a little lucky to beat the Thistle that time. Have they in fact improved a bit since then? That was only 2 or 3 weeks ago, of course.
Well, when Thistle played them, Thistle were first time to the ball, and it does take a lot to overcome this type of tactic. But today, Rangers, in my opinion, were a bit slack in the way they played this game, and Dundee, in the second half, they took real command of this game. They were allowed to play, and they made full use of it.
And the man of the match, surely Alan Gilzean.
Oh, undoubtedly.
Right, thanks very much, Archie. And with that comment from Archie Aikman, we end part 1 of Scotland.